Good day.
Good day. These are dollars.
I have everything. This is awesome. Hello, I am Yevgen, professional wanderer. In 10 years, I have traveled half the world and all of Ukraine. Friends often ask if I ever get bored, and the answer is that the most interesting thing about traveling is the people. They are always guessing and doing something new. Or they preserve the traditional, or they raise, change, and add. In short, I hit the road again in Ukraine, looking for cool, small manufacturers. These are my new craft wanderings. Usually, I start the program with facts that are known to me about the region I'm going to. But here, while looking for a cool place to shoot, I stumbled upon something that I have to show you all at once. It's been stuck in my head and I've checked it countless times. This place is not to be missed. Now we can get back to the format. What do I know about Bukovina? Well, first of all, it's correct to say Bukovina. Secondly, the name comes from the fact that there are beech forests here, Bukovina. And thirdly, the capital of Bukovina is Chernivtsi. Say goodbye and let's go, or not. And yet, no. How could I forget that the road to Chernivtsi goes through the Khotyn fortress? We've been here before, but it's always surprising to see what has changed over time. For instance, under the fortress, there appeared walks on horses, and not on usual plastic ones, but on wooden ones. The fortress is really cool. If you have a chance, you must definitely visit. It's worth it. Well, while I was riding, Moose found out that these hats are also made here in Khotyn. Somehow it seems the craft itself runs to the one who seeks.
We, the Fasoon brothers, make hats.
And you make them yourselves, right?
Yes, we are the manufacturers ourselves. Why has it turned out that we have to deal with wood all our lives? Not only canoes, we make furniture, plus why did it turn out this way? We have a lot of things that my father could do himself, so he made the first equipment himself. Plus, he has 3 more brothers. It used to be considered as if it was a small family, 4 sons. But they took on the habit of doing something together. For example, welding, they learned to forge metal themselves. So we slowly built a furniture manufacturing workshop, quite expensive furniture, because they made it for the president's assistants and deputies.
Wow, cool.
Why did you choose a canoe? Because it looks exclusive, because there is such an Indian spirit of nature. If you take it, Indians don't have unnecessary perfume. Taking necessities cheerfully. Gasoline is unneeded by the engine. At most, we walked 2 kilometers in one direction to Dniester, roughly, and back. Down the Dniester, where there are such places, high cliffs, to the river, this is Nagoryani, there are quite high cliffs. And when you go there on such a canoe, especially in the evening, we still put it here, there is such a light, a flashlight, it lights up a lantern, it gives a glow on the water. And when you go there at night, there is such an aura around mountains and nothing else is visible. It's such a fantastic atmosphere. I'm telling you, You look at it, so I take a photo and think, am I in Ukraine? Okay, where am I? Who am I? But it's indeed in Ukraine. So it is possible. Understand that Ukrainians can live well?
Cheers! They should live well.
Yes, it's not worth for Ukrainians to count on someone to do something for us.
We actually have one of those, I believe, quite tough social projects. For example, if you've never had a job and want to do something, right?
Yes.
If you stand next to me and work for a month and a half, you make such a boat.
It's not possible to become an artificial intelligence assistant like me.
If there is a desire, I support it as it will serve as another example. We are currently seeking individuals, and we are looking more for youth. We are more hoping that these would be young people, and they became people not stuck behind the cordon but tried.
They realize that they are here to do something for themselves. In a month, they will have a boat or a raft there.
They did this with their own hands. They have the ability to believe in themselves. They have the ability to inspire their friends and neighbors. Do you understand?
There's nothing complicated about it, and it's a real river. It's a natural river. It's in them.
I teach how to organize
That's cool.
because there is a great experience and organization behind it and interaction with people.
That's why we create, search, invite to cooperate, share knowledge.
And how to find you?
We show the possibility. There is such a special contact, phone numbers. Well, there is Facebook, so...
And how did you decide to engage in tourism, so to speak, to cater to tourists, to provide services to tourists?
On the one hand, it's also advertising, you understand. Firstly, we are not far away, and from another, to prepare and sell these various things.
And a tourist, it's a person who can come, look around, try and evaluate.
That's like a live advertisement.
Well, it looks really cool.
The person has already received satisfaction and knows that it's cool. We went today, people were admiring. I want such a boat. I say, don't ask, call.
And how much does such a boat cost?
This seat you're sitting in costs nearly $2,400, which is about $600 to $700 more than a good plastic one.
But here's a different story.
Yes, a different boat, different specifics, and a different thrill.
And do you have any competitors in Ukraine, don't you know?
The number of manufacturers is increasing globally, so we consider our competition to be worldwide, not just in Ukraine.
God bless them, and may everything work out for them.
We enjoy competing with people who value their work.
We learn from them, they learn from us.
Therefore, thank God there is the internet. Everything can be read, learned.
Today, they just took it, learned it, and did it.
When you have a master who can teach this, explain it, it's great.
Earlier, it was more complicated. Now it's just action, live action, as you say now.
Take it and do it.
Okay.
Well, I'm also going further, along the Dnipro River, and the road is stretching under the wheels. Got it. Expect kilometers soon.
I'm Victoria Kitagorodskaya. I'm a weaver.
Tell me, please, how many years have you been involved in this matter?
From 20 years. Now it's already 26.
So almost 74 years?
74 years.
And you're still busy, still making carpets?
Shevchenko made this winter from this.
How much time do you spend, for example, on such a large carpet?
Well, such a carpet, to work on it today, needs to be worked on for about 5 months just to make it and nothing else. But the winter was very healthy.
There's nothing to do, right?
Yes. God gave me such strength. I could work from evening till 4 in the morning because I liked it and I did it.
How many kilometers have you traveled?
431.
430? So you count them?
Well, why not? 431. I sold a few, but we're hanging in there. I didn't sell too many. I do it because I'm interested. I want to see it. That's why I do it.
So they're all yours?
All of them are with me on the screen, in the barn, scattered on the cubes. All. A lot, really. Both in this hat and in that there cross.
And tell me, please, is there any little adventure from Bukovina? Is there any Bukovinian technique, such a local one?
Which they don't make anywhere else, only in Bukovina?
I have a road in that room. That is pure Bukovinian.
This beauty that you have, an ocean of flowers, so you make a little one in your spare time.
And after that, it becomes big, right?
Yes, yes.
To get such beauty.
The ocean of flowers I collected from all the fields, and there I worked. It took a whole year for the ocean because there was a lot, 5 meters. And crosses, well, I don't know.
Millions, maybe?
Millions.
Tell me, please, what is needed to make a good carpet? What should be there?
Well, look, whoever wants whatever they like, a good one, or, well, I made flowers and ornaments and whatever you want. I've already made images because I don't just need a flower.
God, it's a picture. It's not a carpet, it's a picture.
Okay, this is an image. This image is impressive. Because these are such images, and this image is made on the lathe. For 20 years I've been working alone in the whole village. Nobody wants to do it. It's hard. Not sleeping, worrying, moving around.
If it's so important, if it's such a small job, if it's not for the money you get, why are you doing this?
Satisfaction, nothing more. I make it, bring it to the garage and watch for a long time. Then I go as far as the gate, then I come closer. Because closer is different. And farther away is even better.
So all this is for fun, right?
Yes?
So that everyone would have fun?
Yes.
And how do children react to this?
Oh, they also know and do it, both Lesia and Ksenia. In the city, they make these carpets on a small loom. That's what she does, daughter.
I'm Vera Kitagorodska. I weave carpets.
I understand that your mother, all her life from which you were born, she always wove.
Yes, my cradle was near the loom when I was in this house here. Without a doubt, but I have already taken over that work. It was necessary to twist the clubs, it was necessary to prepare the spindle, it was necessary to manage the distaff, and I did all this when I was little. I grew up by the spinning wheel. And for me it was both fun and a natural childhood thing and something very important. Because when a finished product, a finished work appeared, it was a holiday for the whole family.
I know what you do. We are still talking about craft after all. You make magic.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
What is this?
This is a word that came to us through many centuries. Women went to the market with such baskets that if the lady decided, she could fit into such a basket. And very handy and beautiful. And always the woman went like this, imposingly. I try to preserve the tradition, but I add something new, something of my own, so that there would be authors' works.
So your children support this for your inspiration?
Yes, very, very much.
I took over what my mother did, and they from me, and they know all the techniques.
And why do you have so many carpets?
Only the children will remain, and they will show other children when someone else did this.
How do you feel about modern carpets in terms of quality? Do they resemble or differ from traditional carpets?
I like my flowers because they are very colorful, and you may have some too. But they are also nice. They are still good because they are very durable.
And I think that each of your carpets is different from the other.
No.
They're all different.
They are all different. There are bears in the mountains and in the forest and horses. Everything is there. But there's nowhere to put it. I have everything.
I have everything.
Everything is done, animal, inanimate, floral, and images.
Do you have any carpet, the best one, the most expensive carpet for you?
It turns out, if it's about flowers, then it's an ocean of flowers. And if it's about images, then all images are very good. But if it's about flowers, then it's the most beautiful one, because you can look and look at it. This carpet, Lesia gave it to me as a wedding gift, because it's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
This ocean of flowers, it's your gift, right?
Yes, this is my greatest gift. This is a giant carpet in our house. And it went on the cover of Grandma's album. This is a visit to our museum. Grandma made it. Mom and Dad collected all this, built it up. And our function or mission is to present all this to the public.
Show it, okay?
Yes, we have such a family museum, thank you. This rug was simply made from a large number of carpets. Then we realized that these carpets are not just for our enjoyment, people should see them.
And we decided to create a museum garden, and it will be possible for tourists to come, admire, explore, relax.
We plan to provide the opportunity for tourists to stay here overnight, take a weaving masterclass, dine, and enjoy good Bukovinian wine. Here, take a photo. So once again, to note after the wine.
Because no one will go anymore.
So?
Grandma said you have almost 400 acres. Where do they all come from?
Most of them are stored in museums all over Ukraine. In Chernivtsi, in the art museums, and also in Kiev. Everyone in our family weaves. Even Lyubchik, who is almost 4 years old, also weaves, just weaves. The main secret in weaving is to work a lot on the loom.
Can you show me Grandma's loom?
Let's go.
This is Grandma's special room where the loom is located.
And she is here in the winter, in the summer, at night, from 4 in the morning, as soon as it gets light outside. This will be a new rug. Look, she makes it from such a 16 feet 4 inches long thread. The base is wound up here like this. This is a very complex work, and each thread needs to be divided and the edges need to be fixed.
And not to get confused.
And most importantly, do not tangle the threads, because later, no matter how everything is sewn up, if the threads here are tangled. You see, my hands are simply polished from the fact that human hands have touched it thousands of times. Grandma is so protective of all this, and the whole generalissimo, I would say. So everything that happens always comes from her easy hand.
The suitcase with the dowry is very important.
Oh, and what is this?
These are dollars.
I'm going.
Valise with honorariums for kilometers.
That's it.
These are ornaments. These are patents.
Dear mother!
And it was like this, women would come when there were a lot of women weaving in the village. They would come exchange these ornaments. It was a whole weekly tradition. When there is no other work, women come and they go over this roll 100 times. And they look and they ask the grandmother how to compose this ornament, how this one, whether we will match it with colors or we will match it to the sizes. It was such a whole movement.
This is really something like manual work.
You see, they were hiding someone here, apparently. It appears that all the grandmothers and everyone who was here essentially fled from this valley, including this woman. Do you know why so many weavers or women wove? It was an opportunity to rest from hard work, from eternal norms in collective farms, from chores, from taking care of children. A woman comes to the loom and weaves flowers. And this is such a thing, well, what they call therapy or something. It was a respite to switch from very complex tasks.
What is the secret?
This is a bag,
Is it just a bag?
but that's what it's called in our dialect. Our neighbors in Ternopil and Frankivsk just call it a torbina. And we have this Dniester here.
Taistra.
And such a beautiful word. Strange, but beautiful. Many have admired my charms and carried them. Especially on Christmas and Easter holidays, when people go to festivals, visit someone, everyone wants to look good and accordingly buys and already looks incredibly beautiful.
And this can be bought from you, right?
Yes, you can.
How much does it cost?
75 hryvnias.
750 hryvnias?
Yes.
Listen, well, this is funny. You can even go to the store with this.
Obviously, and the whole audience will be yours.
That's for sure. The audience will be yours and nature will be kind. So that you feel that you are Ukrainians, so that you have pride in your nation, I will leave you a gift. All this. Is it possible, right?
I'll buy it, and then I'll come to you.
The first person to say the password, "Where's my gift?" from the craft mandarins, and it will be his.
I'm waiting for the first one. Agreed.
And here is the beautiful city of Chernivtsi. For now, the Bukovinian craft is thriving. Well, let's see what this city has to offer. As per tradition, we're looking for the heart of craft life. Here he is known as Fortel.
I alone make craft cosmetics.
And also Alona, as I understand, organizes the activities of this makerspace.
It all started with the first flea market on our Koblyanska street, a walking distance away. And over the years, it has grown into a hub that brings together over 100 masters, not only from Chernivtsi, but all over Ukraine. They create and sell their work here. There are young girls, young boys who are just starting to engage in some craft. They want to show themselves, and apparently the fortress supports them in this direction completely and fully. Not only people who know how to do something come to us, but also ordinary people who want to share in all this as it unfolds.
This is a place where masters gather, exchange their thoughts, directions. After that, you organize a fair for them.
And you don't make anything from this?
No.
Funny.
Tell me, please, about these skilled craftsmen who are here in the fortress. Specifically, what do they do and who are they?
I'm Irina, and I make craft laces. I get this cheese from my grandmother. This is one of the social components of my brand, to take part of the raw materials from elderly people or small farmers.
This is Olga and Tetiana Topirkin. This is mother and daughter who make knitted things.
We are Topirkins. Mom knits socks and the daughter decorates them.
This is a hobby, this is happiness. It's such a joy, I can't convey it to you. And even more satisfaction when a person buys and after a year comes and says, "Do you know your socks are still being worn?" They are warm, cozy, I'm very satisfied. This is the main thing.
This is Ksenia Prokopets. She makes authors' photos and prints these photos on bags.
I am Ksenia, and I sew shoppers with prints of my own photographs.
I photograph on film, sew myself. I do everything as for myself.
People like it.
These are the three masters about whom I can say today, and they are present here.
Let's get acquainted.
There are some clients who generally do not like boiled food, but they buy from me because they love mine.
Yeah.
That's right, that's what part of the clientele is like.
Cool.
This is a heavy configuration?
This is pear jam.
Yes, with bourbon, pepper, and hazelnuts.
How do you find these flavors?
Pear confit with that.
She experimented, she revealed which flavors people love, which not so much.
And what do they love?
Coriander, it's such a signature flavor, you could say mine. I buy some of the raw materials from the grandmother. I believe that this is my gift to help. In 2016, we met in Kiev with the founder of the fortress Dniester, right at the start of the social entrepreneurship. After that, I started participating in fairs. Creative people who inspire, you look at them and think, wow, I am also a creative person, and I also received something from them. This hashtag appeared a long time ago, greetings from Chernivtsi. So, the biggest distance is for gifts. Such an original gift.
And how much does such a thing cost?
It's 50 hryvnias.
150 hryvnias?
Okay.
Well, I'll take it, okay? Greetings from Chernivtsi.
Good.
Dima, give the money. You still had some.
Okay, we are currently searching for the husband. I will take it.
I wanted to give you a gift.
Well, okay, give it. Stop. And how much of these 150 hryvnias goes to help the child, or where does it go? Children?
Yes, 25 hryvnias go to rehabilitation.
25 hryvnias?
Yes, 25 hryvnias for this set.
Oh, well, this is a bargain for good deeds indeed.
Funny.
Tell me, girl, how did it happen that you became a craftswoman?
We tried.
Really?
Yes, we tried. And it worked.
Mom knits with needles, I knit with a hook. I can knit with needles, but I can't stand them. Mom knows how to knit with a hook, but she just can't stand it. We are comfortable together. There is no competition between us.
There is no competition. You know, when I look at the threads, there is a whole ball of threads. I already have ideas about what can come out of it. And you think, yes, there needs to make such a loop. There to put such a thread. There to make such a knot. And then everything will come out chic-pique. And when it all comes out, it's a mass satisfaction.
Try it, it's delicious.
I have been using this mug for 4 or 5 years now, and it's still in perfect condition. These additional plants come out of it, and it becomes a bit softer.
Cool.
You should try.
Music. Give me 20 hryvnias, please. Cool. Tell me about your doubts. Because I see, are unusual. Not like a regular bag and that's it.
I started sewing them 10 years ago. I was inspired by European cities. I made appliques with buildings. It was after a visit to Poland.
The market square with small, narrow buildings of different sizes and heights.
And it really inspired me. That's why I started. I've loved photography for a long time, and I'm engaged in underwater photography.
This is my hobby that has grown into a job. I develop and print black and white photos myself.
Developer, fixer, red light, is that all?
Exactly.
Cool.
When you see people with their own quirks, it's very nice. There are a lot of them indeed.
And decided to do my own thing, just the way I see it, the way I wanted it to be.
The most popular images right now are, it's a bestseller.
Why is it like that?
This is a symbol of Berlin. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender.
Well, really?
So, I actually have a lot of people buying from me who are non-traditional orientation.
Really? Wow, that's intense. It's interesting. What about you? I'll give it to you as a gift.
Damn, this is really funny.
Please tell me, how has your life changed after you left the job you didn't like and started doing what brings you joy? What happened to you?
Now I feel like I'm in my place. I do what I like and it brings me satisfaction.
Do you need to believe in yourself to quit the job you hate and start doing what brings you joy?
Apparently, you need to listen to yourself.
Firstly, listen to yourself to what,
This is what I tell them. Go to hell.
You need to listen to yourself, and life shows and gives hints that allow you to change your life.
I have been involved in cosmetics production for 8 years. I have my own workshop. I sell mainly through the internet, through the website, through social networks. It all started when I began watching masterclasses on soap making on YouTube. It all started with soap and then somehow it spun, went, and here, oops, and I already have my own business and so on.
I really like this jar. Look, well, I don't know. I find it stylish.
This is Uptao. It's a gift that came to us from India. It is used for washing. It tightens, cleanses the skin, rejuvenates the skin. My recipes, they are original. I come up with them based on my knowledge of the combination of ingredients. Cosmetics are not tested on animals, they are tested on people.
On friends, on yourself?
Yes, of course, even on mom and on daughter.
Ah, well, that's all. Familiarity with Chernivtsi craft, I guess, went too far, waiting for the next masterpiece. How did you like it? Let's show some of the beauty we managed to capture.
That's it, we've arrived.
I'm Christina, and I'm involved in the production of healthy food products.
Tell us, what do you have here?
What's happening?
So what is this?
We have a recipe card. They pull all the ingredients according to this recipe card and pray over the utensils. They weigh out 40 grams as accurately as possible. This is the portion for a bar, and they shape it by hand. After that, they take the packaging, stick a label with our design on it, pack it, and send it to the store.
True craftsmanship shaped by hand.
Craft, the most crafty craft.
Can you share what you are making here?
Yes, you can. Our main pride is our bars. We have, as you see, 16 types of them. These are chocolate bars in different flavors. There are 3 types of children's bars. They are in a children's design because we remembered that parents often buy for children. And we have recreated our heroes. The thing is, these are animals that live in the Carpathians. And on the back of each bar, there are small, interesting facts that parents can read to their children about this or another animal and teach them to love animals.
What does it say here? Taste drive.
And this is the taste of coconut, banana, and coconut?
Our mission, which we strive to deliver, is that Gavra is the taste of real emotions. And we convey these emotions in our flavor palette. So every bar stands out completely by its taste. These are various combinations of different berries and nuts. And it triggers a different associative row when you taste it. That's why you can choose a bar according to your mood or for the mood when you're looking for something. That's why we called them that way. Because when you give someone a bar, they sometimes give not just a chocolate taste, they give joy. When you're sad, there's some kind of mess in your life. So cheer up, eat, taste. These crackers are really cool because they are useful rye. You can eat twice the calories of a Snickers and twice the calories of our cracker. But here you get vitamins, amino acids, and in those 200 calories, you get just empty carbohydrates, which, more than anything, turn into fat deposits.
When the body lacks necessary vitamins, macro-micro elements, amino acids, it does not function as it should. And this can manifest itself in a lack of energy and a bad mood.
And how many bars do you eat a day? I want to have the same energy as you.
Sometimes 5. Yes.
I understand.
I constantly eat them and I love them, but I won't be eating 5 bars a day because they really are high in calories. For my body, it's what it needs. Sometimes my bar is all I want and it doesn't provide anything else.
Damn, I wish it was the same for me.
These are all our bars. I bought the first batch when it just hit the market. With a bag, she said I'd soon buy a lot, but I immediately needed half a kilo of walnuts. Please sell it for a very low price. It was a hobby. So I worked as a lawyer. After the 7th hour, I would come and make these jars of honey, decorate them. I immensely enjoyed doing this. And over time, with each such jar, I realized that I really don't want to make contracts. I don't want to write claims because this, well, people come to a lawyer, like to a doctor, when some trouble has happened.
So,
Once such a thought popped up, as if I could work with this and I don't need much to live on. And it started happening, one thing after another. After the nuts, the idea of granola came up. This is a carbon rod, this is a good thing, this is a cool thing. For those who don't like oatmeal, this is oatmeal that is baked with oil and honey and it turns into such a crunch. Along with it go dried fruits, coconut, nuts, banana, and it turns out such a snack that just needs to be poured with milk or yogurt. A breakfast that takes 30 seconds to prepare. We have some kind of taste idea disappearing. We cook, everyone takes home to men, children, friends. Everyone tastes and collects feedback from people live. As much as it is tasty, as much as it is interesting, who lacks what? Then we get the full statistics. We always listen to which taste is popular, which lacks nothing. On the 20th of November, we will be 5 years old, but it started very small, a very small hobby, which gradually grew. I recall in the first year, people asked to display our jars at their location. And I still think then, I should give them a lower price. And I didn't understand. When we just arrived at this workshop, it was only 40% equipped. So we took it, and my mom, when she came in, said, maybe, Christina, it's too big. Why such a huge premises? So, well, half a year passed, and we see that we don't fit. We need a little more. We need this, we need that. And that's cool.
You're not against competition?
That's really cool. Thanks to the fact that there are cool competitors, we move forward, and they move forward. Clients indeed are more than enough. This raises all the questions of taste, marketing, and we would never be on such a scale if it weren't for competitors who all together promoted the idea of healthy eating. If at any moment we all didn't start saying nuts are cool, you should eat nuts. He's a competitor here, but he's also my colleague. He's doing the same good, great job indeed. And I'm glad they exist. I'm glad there are such opportunities to communicate so well with other manufacturers. We haven't made any progress. There's still a long way to go. I constantly encourage my team. They seem to me, and they are inspired by this. When someone tastes and understands what you wanted to bring, because this is probably the moment of bliss, when you see that a person says, oh, this acidity with this coconut, with this fig, with this spice goes so well together, and you think, yes, this is exactly it. This is what I wanted to tell you all. All the flavor line is the full fruit of my work. And when you understand, when your work is appreciated and it resonates with someone, it's not just that the spend time was somehow positively evaluated, it's something more. It resonated with someone, it grew in someone, this idea, this thought. And this probably is the best, the thing that charges the most. When someone understood and praised my work, I gained 100-fold of energy to try something else. That's the nature of it.
Can we already?
This is delicious.
I'll take this for myself. By the way, what is Gavra? What is it?
What is this?
Cool. It's an old Ukrainian word, an ancient Ukrainian word. It means a bear's den. It resonated with me a lot. It seemed very strange to people, but it was very precious to me. It had little meaning. What was necessary for me And so we did. All these names, they attracted attention at different fairs. That's why I caught their attention and began speaking. Well, I intrigued them, and they decided there whether to try our product or not.
God, I look at you. You have so much energy. You are so energetic, I could eat a brick.
I really feel like they are not equal, like they are so...
I don't like it. We are working hard on this.
I like that they are not equal.
I disagree with you. I tell you what I think.
It gives energy. Delicious.
Where can I buy your product?
We indeed sell all over Ukraine. We have the most coverage in Chernivtsi, Kyiv. We sell in cafes, takeaway cafes, and stores. For example, if in Chernivtsi, it's the Dniester retail store. These are cafes. These are different eco shops, for example, Zdorovo. About 40 stores probably. Only in Chernivtsi buy our products.
It's time to realize our program is not only about craft, but also mandrakes. It turned out that there is a real Carpathian resort just an hour away from Chernivtsi, and I love the Carpathians. And I haven't been to this part yet. So meet me, Gove. This is a quiet village with huts of different tastes and a traditional set of Carpathian entertainments. In winter, we ski. In summer, we swim. We kindly ask you to the Migovo Resort. If you're short on time, I'll give you a quick tour. A one-way ski lift ticket is 30 hryvnias on weekdays and weekends. It's pricey, but for children, it's 70 hryvnias. Oh, let's go. Prior to the speech, the lifts only operated during winter. But suddenly such a fashion came. Suddenly it's trendy to go up the hill in summer, to dive, as everything there is blooming, colorful. So here I am, whether I want it or not. Cool, it's beautiful here. Damn, I love the Carpathians. Listen, there's a place in Ecuador called Banos. So the main feature of this place is that they built these crazy swings on the mountains. And you swing right over the abyss. And this trend has reached us too. That's funny. You're flying straight into the fire, and the next attraction is already waiting for me here, uphill. Hello, hello, hello. So, shall we roll? What's the main point? That you can not only get up and dive, but you can also develop further. Will you entertain me? Well then, shall we go? I'm not a novice in horse riding, but in the mountains, it's a different kind of fun. And I liked both the horse and the brandy. Maybe they feed them here with Gavra candies? And the coolest thing is that there are walks here, horse walks for 1 day for 3 days.
And even for 9 days straight with nature.
If 9 days on a horse scare you, there are other walk options.
Cool!
Take your winter clothes with you because it will be cold here.
But after active rest, there should be such a relaxation, and here in Migovo it is.
By the way, if you have never bathed in a tub, you must try it. It's incredibly fun. For those who don't understand what a tub is, I'll explain right away.
It's such a big tub that stands on firewood.
And this tub water is constantly heated almost to the boiling point.
When it gets very hot, you add cold water.
And you adjust it so that the water is comfortably hot. Very often, my foreign friends ask me, how do you sit in this bath? Isn't the bath itself hot? I explain, there are stones on the bottom of the bath, and the bath itself, yes, it's very hot, but the stones, they are also tolerable. Tolerable, tolerable. The hot water rises from below and gradually warms you up. And at first it's very hot, but after a while you lie there and think, oh, it's gonna get even hotter. By the way, in terms of safety, there is also a rule. You can't stay in the bath more than 5-10 minutes, and you must douse yourself with hot water because the body warms up, but the head does not.
It might be uncomfortable. I'll show everything now. It will be now.
Good day.
Good day.
Could you please tell me what you will be feeding me today?
It will be pizza. Well, that's it.
Just an ordinary pizza?
No, not ordinary. It will be made in Hutzel style. But you are in the Getman restaurant. Will you help me prepare it? How do you feel about this?
I'm looking forward to it, but I need to understand what it is.
Wonderful. Look, you know, our grandparents are in us. During the cooking of dumplings, the dough that was left was used to make noodles. Do you know what noodles are?
No.
Noodles, it's such a stick that is heated by wood.
Aha.
And all the old Ukrainians, everyone cooked food there. And the pieces of dough left from the dumplings were called palanets. They were torn into random shapes and piled up on that grill. The dough, you see, what does it remind you of?
Well, a pancake.
Look, this pancake is made just a bit of corn flour, just a bit of white flour.
And definitely greens. It's already turned out a little bit better.
Okay, now we will start adding ingredients. Kobasa, which you see here on the table. The bacon, which you see here. Such a roasted one, and a ham, all homemade. Let's cook the pizza.
Let's go.
Every woman should know how to cook for dumplings, bread, stuffed cabbage, or this pizza, according to our Father. I've already done this. It's needed, and when a person with sincerity says, "Our Father," the dough will definitely rise. If you don't know, I'll teach you.
And what if nothing comes out of me?
Belly of pork smeared with what? With some ketchup, tomato sauce.
Something like that, something like that.
Do you know what you replace it with?
With what?
With plum brandy. It's really cool. It's for the meat. Wonderful fear. Well, how? Let's get started.
Delicious.
Looks like a mess, doesn't it?
Well, something like that.
Don't worry, it's not very thick, but it's very tasty, right?
Yes.
Great. We will be replacing the Italian salami with our homemade one. Everyone calls it kovbasa, but Hutsos call it kubasa. We lay out the kubasa like this. Everything that is handmade is the tastiest. There can be no proper feast in our kitchen without skewers, without fried pork rinds.
Beautiful.
To make it even tastier than usual, you definitely need to try what I cooked here. Just a moment, because there is a variety of everything to drink. Let's have a drink together.
Because I can't stand anymore.
For the Hutsal hardships.
Take care of yourself. Oh, how good.
Swallow this cucumber. It's not the end yet. In the honey. Pickled cucumber with honey is one of the great parts of Hutsal appetizer tradition. Forward. You will ask me again to give you cucumbers and honey right away. Forward.
Listen, it's funny.
I like it.
So unusual.
It's fun.
Try the honey cucumber. It's really funny. So unusual. Your brain is telling you that, isn't it? It's just cucumber and honey. What? What are you doing? It's tasty, not bad, even more so, even more so. That's how it resonates in the head.
To make the pizza even more delicious, we must add sausages. Not too much, because if we put too much meat, the pizza will lose its shape.
Well, it's not a small amount, I would say.
Okay, that's enough. We have canned pineapples and natural white mushrooms. Serve it. Okay, so let's pick smaller pieces and place them wherever you like. These are all such trinkets. We know in our homeland as many styles as you have strands of curly hair on your head. That's enough for us for now. You're a real pro already. Fingers.
Usually.
Wipe your hands.
About the rush.
This is our home towel for wiping clean hands. Your hands aren't dirty, right?
Unexpectedly.
Cool.
A little bit of onion, just a little bit on the bottom, here and there. And that's enough. Yes, that's it. You're a champ.
Looks very beautiful.
You have a natural bronze statue in your hands. You can try it yourself. Yes, it's delicious.
Cool.
Now take a spoon and mix it. This is porridge, Ukrainian porridge.
Shall we mix?
We mix. Try what you just mixed. Here, where there's more crop, have another taste, please.
Brinza. The brinza itself is just tasty on its own. And dill, well, dill is dill. But when they are together, something else comes out.
I thank you for understanding this.
And I thank you for allowing me to understand this.
Let's go. Remember to bring a snack. I would like a spoonful of this.
Of course.
This is a weak drink. It's a fruit drink. Well, how?
Shall we drink?
And now we drink.
Probably looks delicious.
And you can't imagine how tasty it is. And the last ingredient, marinated plums. You could have added the plums earlier, but when they are stewed, they become even tastier. They immediately give off a juice, and you can't imagine how good it is. Are the plums tasty, aren't they? Not plums, but prunes.
Very, very.
Well, the rest, what your hand reached for.
Uh-huh.
These are the sweetest berries in the world. They are called gogodzi. If a person wanted to eat 200 grams of gogodzi once a year, rest assured that they would be saturated with vitamins for the whole year.
Cool.
Okay, and go to sleep. Like, no, don't eat, but go to sleep. Put the pizza to sleep.
So, it looks like a picture.
You don't realize what a tasty picture this is. A Hutsul pizza.
Go to the oven.
My head is spinning with Yevgen. It's killing me.
My dear mother, you haven't slept at night in the fields.
Looking, she reflected beautifully.
With your own hands. Wow. Well, shall we try?
Let's go.
Well, let's go. I ask you to start the description of this horror. Try, and I have already prepared a drink.
Oh.
This will be our next dish with you.
This is unrealistically tasty. Just...
Thank you. So all the flowers to pick up.
Very tasty.
Let's cool. Well, there is a pizza takeaway here, but this is Italian pizza. This is nothing compared to this. There's the pizza, there's the meat, there's the cheese, but the white mushroom, plum, brinza, it's all, well, just extraordinary.
This isn't Italian pizza, it's better.
This is Hutsul pizza.
Very tasty. I'm just trying to convince the viewer that this is delicious. Another thought is needed. Whether the thought is different, if I needed to hear everything you say, because I've already expected this diversity, but it really tastes different in each one, and you feel each of them. And it all feels and tastes immediately.
And immediately, yes.
And his father is smart. She doesn't bark at him. She doesn't bark, yes. So it's not spoiled from this.
Don't forget.
Don't forget.
Cool. Hutsul pizza is our recommendation, as our friend says.
Happiness. This Hutsul pizza is very perfect.
In the last episode, I wondered what is associated with the Carpathians. Cheese, sheep, Carpathian tea. But the main thing I forgot, mushrooms. And it turns out such a craft is also here. I am Serhi.
I'm preparing Carpathian mushrooms.
So Serhi, tell me, what does the girl do?
Well, they are picking and sorting the chanterelles. This is a typical chanterelle that has arrived. We are actually sorting out which chanterelle is whole, good. It goes into baskets, such little baskets. And it goes to freezing or drying. This is where the lower norms of radiology show, and it is very valuable because it has healing properties. We have gathered people who are engaged in production, created a cooperative. There is a production facility here. And actually people who, these are the villagers, ordinary people, have the opportunity to collect, produce this product, bring it to us. We sort it, sell it at the same time, and actually return the earned money to the members of the cooperative. Day two?
Not much.
Since childhood, my father instilled a love for mushroom picking. It was like a hobby for me, a passion. I went picking mushrooms, and then I had this thought that it needs to be somehow organized
And we realized that it is necessary, absolutely necessary, to create something in our locality. And we actually created conditions so that people could collect and sell.
I picked mushrooms. I have a cat. I came, gave it to you. You processed it, sold it, and then gave me the money.
So apparently...
So I earn with you. If the demand is great, the price is higher, then I get more?
Apparently. We have been working on the Ukrainian market for the 3rd year. We actually have contracts with large networks in Ukraine and supply them with products. So for 5 years, you could say our activity has been going on like this.
Is this on firewood? Some kind of authentic old recipe?
Yes. Basically, this is how people used to deal with salt, marinating. So we are actually following this recipe to prepare these mushrooms. And they turn out well and have a hot taste of their own.
Listen, as a mushroom specialist, can you tell me, please, can I buy mushrooms?
So I'm walking along the path. There's a grandmother with dried mushrooms. Can I buy them?
Or souvenir shops, and they always sell mushrooms there.
I cannot say that the grandmother sells you spoiled mushrooms, definitely not. We certify each batch, so we conduct an analysis and get the result. Positive, negative. Small regions which actually show us a negative result. It's some part of Volyn region, it seems, Zhytomyr, there are small ones. Actually, I can't say that they are selling something bad. Our production is sold in America, in New York. There is a partner in Poland, in Moldova. We actually sent to Israel. They know that it is a natural product, ecologically clean and useful. And this is the main norm that plays a big role. We do different positions like a dried fox. Look, the little ones are also dried. Such a beautiful golden color it has. People often use foxberry for medicinal purposes, appreciate its dry appearance and thus cleanse the body.
Oh, you take such dry straight from the tree and eat it?
Yes, the locals convinced me, especially convinced, they told how much effect they got from consuming dry, just natural dry foxberry. There were mushrooms, so we basically...
Dried, right?
Yes, dried. We select them, sort them out so there are no worms, so that mold doesn't get in, so there's no such effect. And what is this? This is a black truffle, a truffle melanosporum, a natural truffle, which is sold in the most chic restaurants in France, Spain. In Italy?
Stupid money. Ours, right?
Yes, essentially it's collected in the forests, Ukrainian forests. There are indeed such restaurants, such networks, which buy and sell this product themselves. This is truffle in marinade.
This is really a very expensive mushroom. In Europe, it costs a lot of money.
Europeans buy it and take it there. So we actually started with such small steps. We were just harvesting, then preparing and selling it as a raw product. Then we realized that we needed to go deeper. God helps us in the season. Without weather, we can't sow anything, can't plant, can't harvest. As it was born, so it is.
From the outside, people see us and wonder if they could do something similar.
Is it worth it to take and do it? Went to the factory, worked, and that's it.
Is it worth wasting your life? You need to know what is close to your heart and do this beloved job. If you will be doing it, you will definitely achieve success. If there was a chance for me to go to Egypt, to the sea, and they told us there that they collect oil, squeeze it out of some roots. So I'm thinking if I launch them here, they would see what can be collected here, what to squeeze out. There are a lot of things that can be developed and need to be developed, and a lot of good things can be done. When we sent to America, when on the shelves of America there are different mushrooms from Russia, from different regions, and China is represented there, and Bulgaria, then I really like it when they say that mushrooms from the Carpathians, it's just #1 to get them. And it's cool that we live here, where Americans understand that we have a good mushroom here, and it's valuable and tasty.
Well, here it is, the Craft Bukovina.
Let's get started.
Well, it's time to announce the winners of the Galiciana release contest. Here comes Ina Kripnik. If you didn't win the prize, don't be upset. Better go to our Instagram, join the project, write us a direct message, and get your prize. Everyone gets their own.